Colombo process was sometime in the minds of some people was becoming a talk shop only. And now it's moving forward. Even if you talk about the Colombo process senior officers meeting, it's very historic because it is during the tenure of my office as chairman that we have managed to have a second senior officers meeting within a very short span. We had all the 11 countries participating in the first senior officers meeting, and we had all the 11 countries participating in the second officers meeting as well. They not only participated, but they also moved forward. Especially the star achievement was the agreement by all the 11 countries to establish a Colombo secretariat. Now the question is how to find funds. Two funding formulas were discussed: canvassing, talking, discussing with the secretaries of the relevant ministries in the Colombo countries to come to an agreement on the funding formula, whether it's funding formula A or funding formula B. Now Sri Lanka is a firm supporter of funding formula A because that system, the system where we are saying all the Colombo countries must contribute equally to the funding of secretariat. The Colombo process grouping has moved forward from a talk shop to working practically on ground together, and they decided that it gives values to the workers who are working abroad, and working together gives more value. So that's a historic achievement, and by the time that we meet again, we also decided to have a regional framework and a map ongoing policy and research undertakings to develop databases, these countries which will be called labor migration information systems. We also decided to look into ethical recruitment systems by studying various ethical recruitment systems that have been announced by various international organizations. For example, the IOM had announced a system called IRIS. The Colombo process countries decided that we will have the entire group going into strengthen the ethical recruitment system. Countries also decided that effective pre-depart orientation is a necessity, and so it has decided to establish harmonized and strengthen the resource of migrant resource centers, and also to take advantage of technology, develop web-based information systems like what we are doing with the Korean applicants. Then of course review of qualification, which is something that the media, that is written or electronic, has been always raising with us. Yes, that is also something taken up at the SOM. We feel that the themes and the objectives of the chair in office in the Colombo process, that is Sri Lanka, has taken forward themes practically forward rather than making it a talk shop only during our tenure in office. And Colombo process countries were of the opinion that convincing the EU dialogue to have this dialogue outside Europe itself was an achievement, because that pushes the place of the Colombo process in the international arena. The recognition for the Colombo process countries goes higher. The Colombo process countries are now recognized as a grouping of countries to whom EU countries will want to talk to. That will make other dialogues in other continents also want to talk to this Colombo process. And that gave an opportunity to members of the EU countries who are here, especially to see Sri Lanka, to talk to Sri Lankans, to see Sri Lankan mechanisms on migration, and that paved the way for us to tap the European job market as well. Sri Lanka as a country should be proud that now international organizations are ever willing to come and have their workshops in Sri Lanka. They feel Sri Lanka is safe enough, and Sri Lanka, they feel, is an ideal country to host international forums of this nature. So we are very happy, but we are also happy as a country that our motherland is now been recognized as a country where international forums can be held.
"50 years of strength, trust and stability, offering high security and the best return for your investments. Licensed by the Monetary Board of Sri Lanka and serving you with 5 decades of trusted excellence. Mercantile Investments and Finance PLC, service that extends beyond. Call 0112 348 348.